everyone, welcome to the club. Thank you for coming to today's stream. I'm dressed up a little bit today. I got my antlers on. Maybe they're not that visible. It doesn't really matter. It's a little more fun if they're visible at least, though. Hello everyone. Today we are playing Q's Winter Wonderland event because this is all I care about for the next month. I've been on the event, for those who were not kept in the loop, because I was really sick the past week. I was sick enough that I, like, completely forgot to mention to people that I was sick. Like, the only people I mentioned it to was, like, people, like, I've been actively working with, like, people who were involved with, like, my event plans, etc. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sick right now. So, when I reply slowly, like, my brain was not present to do anything that I needed to do because, like, I had the worst congestion. And, like, at first, I didn't think I was sick. At first, I thought I was legitimately, like, developing some sort of disease just due to how bad the air quality has been in Utah. Like, it kind of cleared out because it snowed. It finally snowed, so it kind of cleared out some stuff. But, yeah, it took me 3 days to realize I was sick. I came down with the sickness immediately after my performance last Friday. My straight-up live performance, of course, when I was around everybody. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I had no idea I picked something up. No idea. So I was like, cool. And I don't really get out much, so I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I know where I picked it up to. And I was like, yeah, okay, the one time I tried to be social in a week, and I'm pretty sure I got sick from that. I don't know from who, but anyway, my point is like, I am so sorry, I have not updated anybody. I was doing a couple, like, promo posts for my event and stuff to try to, like, keep things up, and I was like, I didn't have energy to do anything else. The only reason I could do those is because, like, I basically just copy-pasted people's bios into them, so I was like, okay, I already have my captions, there's no excuse for me not to do this, and if I put it off more, then, like, I'm really gonna hate it later, because I mean, yeah, now, the past 2 days I've been playing, like, catch-up because, I literally just barely, like, felt well enough to actually sit upright at my computer. Even though, like, the congestion was such, I felt better when I sat upright, but my head hurt so goddamn bad. It was, like, it was the worst. And this whole thing, I tested for COVID. I didn't have COVID. And I also, if I had COVID, I wouldn't have recovered this fast. I've had COVID, I did not recover this fast. So, overall, it wasn't terrible, but I'm still, like, my voice is still a little bit sensitive. I'm kind of trying to hold off on doing too much crazy shit, but I was kind of like, okay, I gotta, stream today, or I will be so sad, because I won't be able to stream next Friday either, and Friday's, like, my stream day, but it's also event day very often. So, I did also get my little tree up. Say hello to the little tree. On top of this year's tree, and this might have been last year's tree too, but on top of this year's tree, partly because I can't find my Data or Troy figures, they're somewhere in my storage and I can't find them. This year we have, Kelvin McCoy and, Elderly Spock on top of my tree. You can't really see them, but they're there. They are there. They're beautiful. So, yeah, it's all lit up and fun, and I have my ring light there too, giving me a little extra light in the background. Lots of fun. But yeah, I just put that up yesterday, and now that the month's, like, half over, and I'm gonna take it down in, like, a week and a half. Actually, no, a little more than a week and a half. I have 2 full weeks until it's actually, like, Christmas, and we know I'm gonna keep it up a little past then, because I always do, but maybe I'll keep it up all the way till, like, halfway through January this year because I put it up so late. I don't know. I feel like the decorating is only worth it if I have it for, like, a month at least. But it is what it is. I tried multiple times to be like, oh, I'm gonna put it up today. No. I'm so behind. I'm so behind on all my work. But here I am on Star Trek Online, where I belong, truly. But the good news is that because I was having such weird fucking dreams while I was sick, and I didn't ever have a fever. I didn't even have a fever. I don't know why I was having weird fucking dreams. I think it was just because, like, the pressure on my brain or something, or some other excuse. I don't really have an excuse. My brain's just weird and fucky, but because of that, I was having a really vivid imagination, and I did write 99% of a fanfic that I will be posting for the holiday season, or the holiday season, as it were. I say that it wasn't like it's not that horny. It's actually really not horny at all. Actually, depends on how you interpret it, actually. But I'll be posting that. I used some of my friends' OCs for that as well. So it was a lot of cursed fun. That's the only thing that I did all week, is write a fanfic. And it's not, I am very aware it is not my best work, but I'm gonna post it anyway. Because I was like, okay, at least then I can say I did something. Because, like, oh, like, I just hate feeling so unproductive when, like, no, I was so mad I got sick. Like, genuinely so pissed off. Because I was like, I rarely get sick. And it's like, whenever I've gotten sick, it's always been from, like, some bullshit. Like, I've literally just been like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go show up to a thing. Like, most of the time, like, I don't even get sick from, like, cons. Like, knock on wood, I guess. I'm not that superstitious, but, you know, just in case. But, yeah, I was, like, I usually don't even get sick from cons. So I'll be in, like, a huge crowd. Now, granted, at very big events, I do wear a mask. I did not wear a mask at my smaller gatherings. But it's like, I'm always getting them at the smaller gatherings, like, whether or not I wear a mask. I have worn a mask and still gotten sick at various gatherings. So it's like, this was just really, like, miserable fucking luck that I got sick. Because, like, yeah, because I was like, okay, it came on too soon for me to have actually gotten it from the large event I attended. And no, I didn't wear a mask at that one, and I probably honestly should have, but, I mean, around here, like, so many people are not wearing masks and, like, just straight up don't fucking care. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, the bare minimum in today's society is, like, if you think you are sick and you have symptoms, like, you should stay the fuck home, but that's, like, number one. But it's like, no, if you have, like, a runny nose, it's like, put a mask on. Like, you don't know if you're not sick. Like, yeah, it's like, and of course you can, like, have something and pass it on to someone without having symptoms, but it's like, you know, at least, like, if you're wearing it when you're sick, you're at least, like, trying. A lot of people don't even try because they're like, oh, well, it's not a big deal, it's good for your immune system to get sick. And no, it's not good for your immune system to keep getting sick, for a lot of us. Some of us like to be able to breathe, actually. Sorry, I'll stop my rant now. I'm just like, yeah, now I have to perform in another week, 1 week from today. And this set list is slightly harder than my last one. I ended up cutting a song from my set list last week. And I'm kind of sad because I worked really hard on that one, so I'm adding it back into my thing. But no, the reason why people think that it's good for your immune system to get sick is because they think that getting sick does the exact same thing that a vaccine does, not understanding that there's a very different scientific process between those two things. And it's why, like, there are some people who live with conditions who cannot tolerate certain vaccines. I mean, I can't get flu shots. They screw me up. And any sort of allergy and stuff, technically that is an immune system issue, so it's like, it is like a condition to be aware of, but it's like, people who don't have those reactions, it's like, yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't get a vaccine if you're able to get it. I mean, I know there's, like, other hurdles and stuff too, but it's like, if you're able to get it, you should get it, and then you're protected. Like, I'm also, like, up to date on all of, like, my, COVID stuff and everything. I've never had an issue with the COVID shots. It's only the flu shots. I don't know what it is, but, yeah, and because the flu shot's a little different every year, it's like, okay, the next one I could not get it, but I had such a bad reaction, I was like, I can't risk it. So, I was like, well, if I get the flu, guess I'll die. No, I would probably survive it at this point. I would worry about it more if I was on, like, sort of some different medications, but as of now, I'm, like, pretty okay. My immune system is decently okay. Now, whether that might be that my immune system is too good and possibly killing my insides, that has yet to be determined. because that has been something that's been explored by my doctors a little bit. We can't figure out if that's actually happening or not. Anyway, but yeah, no, there's a lot of people who just think like if you keep getting sick, like you'll just develop an immunity, and there is like a degree of immunity you get from being sick. Like for example, like me, like now that I had this, I probably won't get the same type of sickness like for a while, but it's like that's not long lasting in any way, and also it's like it only applies to that specific virus I caught. It does not apply to like anything else. Like it's that one virus. Ooh, anybody want to do tides? It's in 4 minutes. I haven't done tides this year because I tried to hop into the zone chat to see what was up and see like, oh, is anyone in an instance for tides? And, oh, can you not join? Well, okay, I will go to... I can come to this instance. We probably should go to one with a little bit more. I will transfer. I'm gonna transfer to 21. I don't want one with too many or too little. Okay, I'm in instance 21 now. But anyway, all this to say, since, you know, I'm a primarily Star Trek streamer, I feel very comfortable saying this on my channel. Please, for the love of God, like, look into real science. I'm begging you all. Just, so many people just don't give any fucks. I'm like, like, I don't know. I'll see, it's like a lot of disability advocates will say, like, no, it's like you should be wearing a mask 24/7 in public events and stuff. And see, I was like, I'm not even saying that. Like, I see why they say that, and I don't disagree with it, but it's also like, I'm not actively telling people to do that, and people still tell me I'm like really extreme for my opinions, and I'm like, I don't think I'm extreme for saying like, I don't know, Japan has been onto something for like a long ass time where it's just the social norm. If you feel something coming on, you put on your mask, because when you put on a mask, you are more like, masks are more effective at keeping germs in than keeping germs out. Even though it does still keep germs out, but like especially just like a plain surgical mask, a lot of that won't keep germs, like they'll get in the side and stuff. But if you are like expelling particles and stuff, a surgical mask is enough to keep that close to your face and not in other people's faces. Okay. Alright, tides in instance 21. I don't give any fucks anymore. We'll see who shows up. Anyway, my story is I haven't done tides this year because, damn, I need to lower my voice a little bit more. I'm getting a little too excited. It's like I have a performance next week. Well, I have a rehearsal and a performance next week, and then I also have like, I have a party tonight, so I should be a little careful. But, I hopped into the zone chat briefly, because, like, y'all have seen, like, I don't actually, like, have zone chat up. I have it in this separate tab called the bin, and I'll just go to it if I need, like, for one of these events, like, usually for, mostly for winter event. Sometimes Ryza, but it's not really as applicable to Ryza, to see what's up. So I popped over there to see like what people were doing, right? And just like there was not a single comment on the winter event. It was all just like, I don't know, bullshit. Zone chat bullshit. I literally tweeted out, I was like, yeah, this is why we can't have a utopia. This is why we will never achieve Star Trek society. It kind of popped off on Threads. I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of torn because I really like Blue Sky, but like my engagement on Threads has popped off. Like my Instagram engagement is ass, but my Threads engagement, excellent. I don't understand. I do not understand. I don't know if it's because I post a little bit less on Threads, and so like when I do post, the algorithm like feeds me. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because I'm Sometimes I've been just double posting my stuff because I'm not creative enough to come with a full feed for both platforms. Okay, we should probably spread out a little bit.
Assimilated snowmen are approaching the gate to the Winter Wonderland. They will arrive in 1 minute.
But anyway, so like I was saying though, I have been, this portion of the Winter Wonderland is aggravating. I don't mind tides. For the most part, actually. I think cones provides better rewards, but I think overall cones annoys me slightly more, but it kind of just depends on the day. Like, genuinely, for me. Go for fishing. That's valid. I'm trying to grind a lot of favors. A lot of winter favors, so I will be on here all day. Cones is rigged? What? Okay, this is the first I'm hearing of this. I gotta know. Are they even gonna come down this lane? Oh, they are coming down this lane. I had to check before I started dropping my turrets and shit. Okay. Let's go. Honestly, up until today, I've been exclusively doing the raise. Well, obviously you want the ship. That's like the best part. But there was a couple kind of really cool things this year in the store, and I was like, damn, I think I need it. So I'm also like just stockpiling, because I had a whole bunch of favors from last year, and in all honesty, like, I've just been able to buy a bunch of shit, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stockpile stuff. The fleet also has, like, an old project, like, from the winter 2022, so I'm like, well, might as well try to complete that, too, while we're here. But, we'll see. I always spend, like, a month just being like, I'm gonna grind some winter favors. But
snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes!
Oh, shit. Hey, nobody's on that lane. Oops. They're all escaping. Whatever. It's fine. This is fine.
Snowmen are coming down all 4
I don't think we have enough people for this. Well, no, I've been a little bit busy. I have not been playing as much because I've been sick, and I would have liked to play more, because, like, I genuinely, like, okay, when everything is going, like, when everything is, like, having a good day and everything, you know, I enjoy the winter event. But sometimes things aren't as fun anymore for various reasons, and one of them being the way that zone chat is, because it's supposed to be that you go into zone chat and you can see, like, people talking about, like, oh, we're gonna do this instance for this event so that people can go there and, like, gather and not have this happen where if there's too many goddamn snowmen for the number of people. But it's like, the problem is that when I go in there and there's just a bunch of nonsense happening, I'm like, I don't want to go scroll through this. Like, I don't want to see this. It's like, really? Right in front of my fucking... What's this weapon called? Right in front of my avalanche? Like, really? Right in front of my winter tribble? Oh my god, that's actually a great meme. I need to remember to make it, because I have the format saved on my phone. The meme where it's like the really right in front of my, and it's just like you insert your thing. I need like a really right in front of my winter tribble. That's what I need. Right in front of my red Riker. Oh, there's so many good ones. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, oh damn, like half are escaping, whatever. Okay, at least my tower's back. Oh, I forgot I had another tower thing. Let me just... Or turret, not tower thing. Eh, it's kind of the same thing.
Snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes!
Not again. Whatever. right in front of my Carvel Assault. Okay, no, we need all of them. This is how we achieve greatness in the Star Trek Online community, is by making a whole set of these memes. I don't have the time to do it though. I might make one or two, and y'all are on your own for the rest. But God, there's so many funny options. Like, but no, I'm so serious though. Like, I don't know, like, okay, Zone Chat has always been bad. I am not disputing that it has always been bad. I also acknowledge that the Galaxy Chat in Star Trek Fleet Command is a lot worse than Star Trek Online Zone Chat. I acknowledge that. I said that back in the day, like, the main reason I stopped playing Fleet Command was because of the toxicity. It was not because I was like, oh, I got my bag and then I left because I got a sponsorship from Fleet Command. It's not because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my bag and then leave. I genuinely was enjoying the game. I was not being fake in my sponsorship. I liked the game. It wasn't my favorite thing, but it was fun for a little bit, you know? Like, you can't expect too much from a mobile game, right? But no, the community surrounding it, like, within the server was just, like, so bad. I was like, there's no way. Like... Ah! I just got yeeted off the fucking bridge, damn. But yeah, I was like, I literally, I was in there for like 30 seconds, and there was like a whole, like, when was this? This was like towards the beginning of the winter event too, and I pop into Zone Chat, and it's literally just like, somebody having like a political argument that was based in really stupid. It wasn't even like, there's no education going on in Zone Chat, and I feel like if you're gonna have a political conversation, it should be for purposes of like educating and not spewing bullshit. Like, I feel very strongly about that. I try very careful, like, anything that becomes like political, and I say that in quotes because I use the term loosely, anything that becomes political on my channel, like, needs to be a discussion and not like, again, spewing dumb shit. Like, please check your facts before showing up to the whatever it is. And like, but some people just like want to argue for the sake of arguing, and I don't do that shit. I don't argue with people who are clearly like not interested in like you know, receiving education or forming new opinions based on new information. So yeah, it was like, but also the thing too is a video game chat, like, is probably not the place. It's not the place. Like, I don't know, go make a podcast or something if you want to spew shit all day. Like, but then of course you don't get the attention from a podcast unless you go like viral or something. So the Zone Chat gives you that, you know, instant gratification from people people responding to your bait. So it's like hiccuped slightly. So anyway, here's the time Obama used the Death Star to raise the price of my house specifically. I actually, like, one time, like, straight up, like, ended a conversation with somebody because, like, I thought we were having a good discussion and they were like, then it turned into, like, actually everything is Obama's fault, and I was like, nah, if you're gonna start talking about the US's, like, problems, like, yeah, don't utter that in front of me. Like, I'm so serious. Like, if you think it just started, like, if you think, like, Obama is, like, the problem and there's not, like, you know, years and years of history behind that, like, I don't even know what to say to you at that point. Like, my fucking god. Like, and they'll say it so seriously, too. And act like I'm the crazy one. And I'm like, I'm not the crazy one, I swear. Wasn't it Reagan? Reagan did a lot of damage to the US everything, but the reality is like the American system unfortunately was always set up in such a way that like it could be utilized in not a great way. Like, and there were no protections put in place early on because, oh, we think we don't have to have that. And then after a certain point, people just kind of I mean, around the Reagan time, people started thinking like, oh no, actually progress is a bad thing, and yeah, it's all downhill from there. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. We're talking about how we don't fuck with the Star Trek Online zone chat. Oh shit, the queen's coming. The queen's coming. No, 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 no. Wait, actually, I think the queen will get shot with the tower. I should repair the...
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Ah.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube.
My other turret got blown up already. Remember Reagan? Well, I mean, I was not around for Reagan. I just try to read up on, like, a little bit of history. I feel like I'm not, like, super educated in history, but I like to try to, like, learn what I consider the bare minimum. It's like, look, I live in this country, I vote in this country. I feel like there's a degree of knowledge I should personally have, just, like, as a citizen. I believe very strongly in that we should, like, I don't know, put in, like, a little bit of effort. Like, it's also to me, like, the thing of, like, don't sit there and complain if you're not gonna, like, do anything about it. Like, sometimes it's like, we feel powerless to do things, and there is a lot of things we can all, like, we are powerless to change, but it's like, unfortunately, but it doesn't mean that we can't, like, vocally want better for ourselves. Like, again, like, especially, like, in a Star Trek community, it's like, it gets me how people will be like, they'll sit around and complain all goddamn day long, but they have no actual plan or, like, any community, like any community organizing. Like, people will be like, I've heard so many excuses from people, like, oh my god, okay, this is like a hot take, and then I'll, like, it's not really hot, it's actually, like, a lukewarm take, in my personal opinion, but, it's like, where's my beam to Crampiri button? I want Crampiri! There we go. Oh, we're going to the lake this time. What was I gonna say? So... I'll minimize that too, so I don't have to look at it. Kind of just lost my train of thought there. This happens a lot, though, to be fair. But... Oh yeah, right. I was moving on to, like, the Star Trek community specifically. Especially, like, the Star Trek community, like, I've seen this happen in literal, like, Trek groups, and granted, like, some of these groups are groups that I'm in, like, kind of for the entertainment. Sometimes to learn, but mostly for the entertainment. I mean, it's like, well, why, like, I don't know, pay to go to, like, some comedian show that's not gonna be fucking funny when I can go get entertainment on the internet for free, am I right? No, I've heard so many people, like, be like, oh no, you really gotta go try out comedy shows. I'm like, no, I can, like, get my entertainment on the internet for free, because, like, no, I don't think any jokes anymore are actually, like, funnier than what is, like, actually happening right now. Like, you don't even have to try, you can just, like, say things that happen, and it's like, what do, laugh or cry? I choose to laugh a lot. But anyway, so, why can't I open the goddamn present? Ah! Okay, now, improv comedy is a little different for me, because I enjoy live theater, but I will say I've also been to a lot of really shitty improv comedy shows. Like, a lot are just, like, not funny, because, well, it's also because, like, it's funny in Utah, because, like, I mean, like, religious people have a big impact on humor, but, like, there's stuff that is considered, like, appropriate for a family-friendly show that I don't think is funny, and I also don't think is family-friendly. Like, it's like, okay, so you can't swear, and you can't, like, make, like, sex jokes, but you can make, like, misogynist jokes, and, like, that's okay. That's my problem with improv comedy, and stand-up in general. But anyway, but what I was saying about, like, my lukewarm take is that, okay, if you are, like, on the internet saying, like, bold statements, and I mean, like, bold fucking statements, like, straight up like calling for revolution and shit, being like, oh yeah, we just need to burn everything down. It's like, okay. I was like, I just want y'all to like reflect on something. Oops. It's like, I just want y'all to reflect on some stuff for a minute, like, who are gonna say that, like, with their whole chest out in the open. It's like, hey, what is your plan for this? Like, because so many of the people saying it are like, it's like, okay, do you own even a single firearm? Like, do you know how to use it? Like, are you gun safe? Are you gun smart, etc.? Like, these are things that people, like, should be asking people who say this. And I'm sorry, people asking you to be realistic is not being a hater, and it's not telling you that, like, you're not allowed to have an opinion, but it's like, oh my god, like, we are so divided right, especially in the US, but worldwide. We are so divided right now, and it's like, there are things that, like, we just need to collectively agree on as a society, like, that, like, I don't know, people also just need to, like, accept reality a little bit, in my opinion. Like, we are not in a place, like, we're not in a place where we have class solidarity, though, let me tell you, I think it's coming, because, y'all saw what happened with the insurance CEO, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I saw somebody post it, and not because I saw this video, but because someone posted online that I guess Ben Shapiro made a video about how, oh, the left is cheering murder, and a lot of the comments were like dunking on his ass because they were like, oh, well, like his own side is like literally telling him, like, dude, I think you might have, like, missed the mark on this one, like, because it's like, no, this is not a left-right issue, this is a people issue, like, this is a people issue, I'm begging, oh my god, anyway. But, like, unfortunately, there's a lot of people, like, we gotta focus on the people that, you know, are willing to, like, you know, talk and be open about things. We gotta focus on those people rather than the people who are closed-minded. But, anyway. Moldovia recently tossed out remnants of their old guard. Oh, I did hear some stuff about that, but I haven't spoken on it a lot because I don't feel like I'm fully educated on the subject, you know? But yeah, it's like we really should be informed of, like, what's going around in the world and stuff, because I think that, like, that's gonna be the thing that's gonna keep us, like, grounded in our reality, is, like, looking at, like, what is going on with other people, because, like, I'm begging people, like, please pick up a history book. Please find a source that is not, like, mainstream media. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, that's my rant. But, oh, okay, sorry. One last thing. Speaking of politics in other countries, you know the haka that was performed in Parliament in New Zealand? There was a lot of people who shared that and were like, oh, if only the US would do something like this, etc. Like, the US will never have this level of solidarity, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, let's think about this for a moment. Let's just think about the fact that, the US, like, Congress does not have the level of representation even that New Zealand Parliament does, and I'm not excusing New Zealand Parliament, because obviously something happened that was bad enough to make them protest that, but I'm like, hey, we also should be like, you know, there are things we can do. It's not like, oh my god, it's not like you just sit there and just these things happen. It's like, no, these things happen because people advocate for action and stuff, and they're like, I don't know, I'm all of the mind of, like, yeah, harassing your Congress people is, like, something you should do if you have spare time. I've done it a little bit recently. It's a little bit disheartening for mine, because, like, they do not fucking listen to anything that we say. They do not care. but it's like I still do it when there's like a bill that is like especially crazy. I'll be like, hey, here's like a couple letters about it telling you you're a dumbass, but in like a nice way. But oh, Nova's on the ground. That's what I was like, where'd she go? She was just here. She's still on the ground. But yeah, stay woke, my friends. Just kidding. Kidding, mostly. There was something else. There was something like Trek that I was thinking of that related to the to the topic that was not politics, but like Trek. Who wants to do cones? Do I hate myself? I do hate myself. Let's go. Actually, oh, see, no one's saying anything. No one's saying anything about anybody doing cones. Okay, whatever. See, this is my problem. Oh, why? I was like, why am I not running? Alright. Oh, Coney. Oh my god. Oh yeah, another thing that hasn't happened because I was sick and also, like, busy is that, everyone in my tabletop group has been asking me about, this year's analog version of Q's Winter Wonderland, because I have mechanics for STA, well, it's not really, like, new mechanics. It's, like, I have a, basically, like, a module that, utilizes STA's mechanics to create an STA tabletop version of the Star Trek Online event. So I'm like, there's nobody here. Do we really want to do this? Do we really want to do this? We're gonna fucking die. Oh wait, is there somebody? Are they coming? No, that's a gingerbread. It's a gingerbread. Okay, every time we say it's gonna be fine, it's never fine. None of it is fine. Does the bin have anything to say? What the fuck are they talking about? No, see, there's no point even going over there. If you're not utilizing it for, like, inter-instance communication, there's no reason to be in Zoom chat. Yeah, it's official. We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves right now, actually. That runabout's not gonna do shit! The runabout doesn't do anything in the fucking... And I guarantee that, your friend there is not gonna do shit for us either. Useless fucking badgie. Cones gives, like, good rewards, though. Like, if people would do it, it wouldn't be so bad, you know? Whatever. I live to entertain, so, why not? Why fucking not? Can sell good. Yeah, as if that's gonna work on the snowmen that really. And again, I said this last year too. I don't even fucking care. The snowmen did nothing wrong. Like, let's be honest here. Which ones are shooting me? I don't know where I'm being hit. Oh, those ones. There we go. Problem is when there's no one to draw the fire, like, I can never get the candy to melt because I start getting, yeah, like that. They literally have no interest in me until I start trying to do something. And then suddenly, I'm getting snowballs chucked at my ass. Stupid snowman. Oh, maybe I will get one. Oh, yeah, okay. Just got just enough that... Look, I know what I said. I'm not taking it back. I'm not even gonna try. There's some candy in between the two houses. These houses, or did you mean on the other side? Oh, okay, I think I know where you're talking about. What do you mean inventory full? Fuck. Okay. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Okay, I clearly can't carry much more ice, so... You know what? I'm gonna plant one turret right here in front of the where I need to actually put things. That might be a smart idea. Oh, it's gonna get all the way over here. Oh, who's that? Hey, we have help! It's not just two of us trying to keep this shit running. Now that they're all gone, though, might as well. Might as well. And see, now why can't I shoot them? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, I think I'm gonna get an inventory full again, so... You can never get enough syrup in this event, I feel like. Like, it's always like tons of ice, no fucking syrup, but it's because the syrup's way harder to get. Yeah, get him. Get him. This whole thing is just... Is this the candy you were talking about, or is it the... No, I'm turned around. Well, now I'm just... Now I'm useless. Oh well. Alright, now I'm gonna go make a run for the ice. I'm waiting for one of my turrets to reload again. Well... This is going to be a very long cone session. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, back to like the history stuff we were discussing. If y'all really want like a history lesson sometime from my channel, I'll just bring like I have a friend who's like straight up a like professor of religion and history and shit. So I'll be like, here's my channel. Yap as much as you want while I go sit in the corner and do nothing. I'm just kidding, mostly. Oh yeah, we actually have been planning on doing another video after our Palestine video we did, like a couple months ago. But the problem is, it's just like, that video took a lot of fucking work, and I have not had the energy to do it again. And on top of it, like, our next, like, that was like a long video, and I was like, our next one cannot be this long. It was like almost a 2-hour fucking video. It was like, that I had to edit down to still over an hour. And that was even with like cutting out pauses and everything else. Like, even with like a bunch of jump cuts, it was still too goddamn long. And I was like, well, I can't split it into a part 2. There's not a good place to split it, because I outlined it in a very interesting way. But I thought it would be fun at some point to do like an Odo episode. Like, but it's not like an Odo episode. It's like, it's like, Odo's like the key, like, talking point, but we can also talk about, like, just how, policing works in the Star Trek universe, and, like, why Odo's a cop, but, like, the security officers aren't, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it would be a fun discussion, but I was like, we can't make it an hour and a half long! How am I going to cut down my feelings on Odo? I'm Odo's personal hater. You gotta know this. I'm not a complete Odo hater. I know people who are worse Odo haters than me, but I kind of consider myself an Odo hater. Because I just think, like, a lot of it is just, like, I think that his character arc really got weakened by a couple of particular choices that were made later in the series. And I also just would have liked them to... Because Odo really only has one episode where he's forced to take accountability for his, like, role in collaborating with the Cardassian occupation. And I was just like, I would have liked to see, like, more of that. Because, like, I feel like there's a lot of other shit that he did that should have maybe been addressed in some way, and it never was. Like, it took 5 seasons to even get, like, one episode that... like, talked about any sort of accountability, or any sort of, like, weight to the things that he did. Because for, like, 5 seasons, it was like, oh yeah, well, he was, like, on the Cardassian security force, but, like, he's cool now. And it's like, I think, especially with, like, people like Kira, like, I would think that she'd have, like, more feelings about that than she did. Like, oh, and because at the end of the episode where, like, they talk about him being a collaborator, it's like, at the end of that episode, Kira literally is talking about how she's struggling with the feelings, and then they never follow up on that. And then the next season, they're like, what? They're making out on the promenade? Like, I don't know. It really weakened the arc for me. And so I was like, I could talk about this for an entire video, absolutely. And bring my friends along for a little additional perspective, you know? You feel?
You can freeze all of our buildings, Overlord, but you can't take our freedom. That did it. The Snowconian
Well, that was an interesting time. Those rewards were not worth that suffering. But then again, we also, like, sucked at that, so it's fine. This is fine. Why is my caps lock on? Oops. I did not mean to do that. Mission accomplished. Fucking bye. I'm done. Do I want to do the competitive race? No, I'm gonna take a short break because I'm gonna make my recipe that I got, my Deca tea loaf recipe. Hell yeah, let's make some Deca tea loaf.
Happy holiday.
Oh, yeah, cool, that one's actually in the replicator. I don't have to go hunting for it. Yay! Oh, this is one of the common ones, so it's a really easy one. I don't know why I'm collecting this winter food. I just am. 'Cause why not? I mean, the winter invasion TFO is, like, really easy. So, like, there's no reason really not to. I kind of wish it counted as a daily, though. I feel like it should. Because then, like, I don't have to wait for it as much. And I can just run it and then, like, be like, okay, I'm done. Because basically the only thing that is not timed that you can play is the normal race. And I don't like the normal race. I've done it a few times when I've been desperate, but I don't like it. Deca tea loaf. Okay, let's return to the chef. Whee! Oh my god, okay, y'all are gonna have to read my stupid little fic when it comes out, because it's so fucking funny. I'm thinking about it in my head right now. There's a scene that I added last minute, and I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. Like, it's so stupid, but it's so funny. Low-key. Also, I wish that you could trade these pets with people, because, like, I don't need another Andorian, and I wish I could give it to someone who does want a gingerbread Andorian, but I can't. Because they're not tradable. Oh wait, I remember what I can do. I think it's time for some fucking pie. Let's go. Hello, pie contest Breen. The fact that this is a pie contest Breen has always been so funny to me. Like, why? I don't know. There's a Breen. Alright, I gotta be able to see them so I can see which ones I want to eat next. Okay, and then that's a pumpkin. I'm gonna eat the little pumpkin one. A lemon. That one might be a little big. Oops, yeah. Oh, no, that one's okay. The hack is that the smaller ones, you'll eat them faster, so you want to go find the smaller ones when they appear. Like, see this giant one? No, that's too big. Skip, skip, skip. But sometimes I can't- No! Sometimes I can't quite see the colors with the little dancy things in front of it, so sometimes I fuck up, okay? Incinerator for the gingerbread folk. It'll probably go to my bank to live with the others, honestly, until I run out of space and start getting rid of things. I have a decent amount of bank space still on this character. Ha! I got one more in the 1 second. Ha ha ha. I win. 11 pies. See, I got as many rewards, almost as many rewards from that as I did from cones. Because cones can give really good rewards, but you don't get good rewards if, like, you suck at cones. So, bank space. Okay. I do somehow have some bank space. Not on my main. This is an alt, so it's okay. Okay, where... I need to exchange some ornament fragments now. Yay. So many beads, and, like, nothing else. See, everything's always, like, beads. See, I have so many beads and bells and, like... Well, I have a lot of everything. To be fair, like, I'm not saying that I have, like... Because it also counts everything in your bank, so I had a lot of shit in my bank. And so I have, like, well over 100 of, like, all of them. But... I'm like, it's not an even number of all of them. Oh my god, the fucking gratitude beads. So it looks like it's going to make me have an ad break shortly. And then, basically after that ad break, it'll almost be time for ice fishing, which I'm gonna do because it's funny. Hopefully there's enough people to summon the thing more than once and get me more little ornament things. But anyway, I'll just...
A wise man can hear profit in the wind.
Oh yeah, I'll probably just hang out on this for another little bit. Oh, why? Who wants me right now? I have so many notifications. Okay, I will let this break play really quick, and then I will be right back for ice fishing. Yay! Alright, I have returned with a freshly filled hydration. Very important. Still got 5 minutes until Klingon ice fishing, and I did not race, so... well, I was getting more water, so... I also, well, wait, actually, I still could race. I don't want to race, though. I was just gonna go wait over here. Literally just, like, camp out by the lake with my boots. Skate with my boots on the lake. Wee. Over the offering bowl. I need more speed for that. No, yeah, you have to start, like, over here. You have to start, and then zoom over that, and then flip over it. Oh, I did not flip. I did not flip. Ah! There we go. I think you have to do double for the flip, actually. There we go. Okay. We'll figure this out. I'm gonna make a flip. Whee! No. I don't understand. Do I not have enough momentum? Well, that was almost it. Whatever. I don't care anymore. It's almost time to fish. Actually, the funniest part of my, little thing that I ran is I did actually bring Swedish fish for fishing, but it was kind of like a bonus activity. It was not really part of, like, the game as much. We only really had time to run the Tide of Ice section. I had built a whole gingerbread thing for a recreation of cones, but we ended up playing that on my stream because I didn't have time to run it with my group. It was a little funny, though. I said next time, though, I was like, I'm not providing the supplies. I will make, like, one thing. The rest of y'all can bring stuff. I'll bring the Swedish fish. And if anyone else wants to, like, make the minis, like, they can make the minis. Yeah. Because I did also, like, everyone got to make, like, a gingerbread mini for their character. I think that would be cute to do again. But, yeah, it's gonna be in January, probably. So it is what it is. Like, look, technically, the Winter Wonderland event does run into January a little bit, but ours will have to be run, like, the second or third week of January, I think, because I'm like, when am I gonna have time for this? Like, but so many people are like, we want it again! I'm like, okay, that was so much work for me, thank you! But that was also, like, I also did that before I was consistently running a campaign once a month for the entire year. So I had a little more free time to waste. Well, and also, like, I only did one independent event in 2023, and I didn't do nearly as many events in 2023 as I did in 2024 in general. Like, I feel like I need to, like, refocus on some of my online content, because my online content, like, is the way that I'm getting exposure, but, like, it is so... I have been so lacking in it, I feel like, this entire year, because I have been doing so many live events. I'm like, oh my... like, literally I did an independent one in October, and now I'm having an independent one next week. Like, that's like, a crazy turnaround time for something that, like, I'm organizing pretty much entirely on my own. I'm getting a lot of help from this venue, though. They've been very, very great to work with, so I'm very happy about that. But still, it's a lot of work, is all I'm saying. Alright, time to fish, maybe... soon. Soon. Is that the Nog Targ or whatever it is? Forgot what this one was called. The Targ with the barrels. I think it's like the War Nog something Targ. I can't remember. I don't have one, so I should get one on one of my Klingon characters. Perhaps. We'll see. It's almost time to fish. Are those just random NPCs? Yeah, those are just random NPCs in the middle. Yes, there are. I was like, are there other players around? There's some other players. Should I transfer? I'm gonna transfer to one that's slightly more populated to see. Oh god, what the hell? Why was I deposited into the tower? I know that happens sometimes, but like, it's weird because it doesn't happen all the time. Oh my god. Not me summoning you on accident again. Alright. Oh, that one disappeared. Sometimes I'm, like, not paying attention too close and I can't quite see the patches. Some of this would probably... Some of this might be resolved if I wore my glasses to game, but I don't want to wear my glasses to game. Like, I feel like they don't help anything, like, really. Except for, like, okay, I can see a little bit more detail, but, like, I can read everything fine on my computer screen. It's far away stuff I can't see. It's why I have to wear them to drive, but I don't wear them to game. And I don't wear them to work on my computer, like, so why would I don't know. Part of it is because, like, I can't wear contacts, so, like, I'm stuck with glasses, and, like, I get so pissed off if, like, there's even a little speck of dust on my glasses. Like, I have to clean them immediately, because, like, anything in my field of vision that is not, like, supposed to be there freaks me out, and I don't know why. It's not because, like, oh, I can't deal with the spot. It's because, like, it literally fucks up my entire field of vision. Which I know is not a normal reaction, but I can't figure out, like, what it is. Like, I don't know why it's such a problem for me to, like, have it in my vision, because I'm like, it shouldn't affect it this much, but I can't see shit when I have this in my glasses. Like, I guess it's better than having it in my eye, but I don't know, sometimes I wish my eyes weren't so, like, super dry. But luckily it's a pretty good thing that my vision's not horrifically bad, because, yeah, I can't wear contacts, and I've heard, like, even for, like, being, like, a candidate for, like, LASIK or anything is also, like, for the same reasons. I couldn't get that because the same reason I couldn't wear contacts, because, like, I guess you have, like, really dry eyes. I literally, like, saw this horror story online, and, like, I'm sure it might have been exaggerated because it's the internet, but some of it I was like, okay, actually that sounds true, because the one time that I have very dry eyes, and I also have, like, extremely sensitive eyes on top of it, so, like, anything will, like, even, like, air, like, the wrong air blows the wrong direction into my eye, like, it is, like, severe pain. Like, it is ridiculous. And I don't know why. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with that and be sticking more things into my eye. I already fuck around and find out by the amount of makeup I'll put into my eyes all the time. I don't wear, like, a ton of stuff, like, on my waterline or anything. I'm careful about that, because, I mean, I don't like my eyes to sit in water all day, but, I do it sometimes. Just occasionally, you know. I'm way more careful about it than I used to be, though. Because as I've gotten older, the dry eye problem has only gotten worse. So, yeah. But anyway, I saw this, like, horrible, like, internet story where someone, like, said that they, like, had a contact, like, straight up adhere to their eye and, like, not come off at all. Like, had to go, like, go see a doctor to get it removed, etc. I was like, okay, that's horrific. I won't be fucking around with that. And it's, again, it's not like the majority of people this would not happen to. But it's like, I know myself. The one time I tried, because like back when me and my sister both used to cosplay, she got really into circle lenses. And I got some circle lenses just to try as well. Because I was like, oh yeah, like everybody uses these, right? This can't be too much of a problem. And for a lot of people, they're not. Like, as long as they fit properly, a lot of people don't have a problem with circle lenses for cosplay. I cannot do circle lenses for cosplay. I can't do contacts of any kind for cosplay. Because the one time that I used circle lenses, is that, and it's also because, like, and there also is probably some fit issues as well, because they weren't, like, formed to my eye, and they had, like, a default base curve, etc. And I do have astigmatism, so, like, my eyes have some, additional issues, right? And I know I've had the astigmatism for, like, so many years, and, like, nobody's ever, like, given me lenses to actually fix the problem. Because supposedly on, like, the lighter prescriptions when my eyes weren't as bad, supposedly, like, they couldn't put anything on them. I don't know if I believe that, because I was like, my vision has been fucked for, like, straight up years. And, like, they were like, no, your vision's fine. I was like, okay, well, why can't I fucking see when I drive at night and there's, like, a bunch of lights all over? Because every light looks like it takes up, like, half my field of vision when it doesn't. And I know it's mostly corrected by my glasses. Like, I still kind of see lights as a starburst, but at least they're not, like, huge, like, ridiculously, like, like, filling up half my field of vision starburst, you know? But where's my boots? I don't want to slip and slide around. There we go. But no, the one time I had the circle lenses, it's like I put one in, the one eye that was like my better eye that was less just like dry that day or whatever. This was like years ago. This was like at least 10 years ago, if not like 11 or 12 years ago. I think it was around 10 years ago though. Because I think I was 15 or 16. I don't know. I can't. Timeline is not lining up, but whatever. Yeah, so I put in one circle lens and I was like, oh yeah, this is like totally fine. And then I put the other one in and it just like, it burned. And I was like, okay. And they're like, oh no, give it a second to adjust. And I'm like, something's not right here. And like, literally feels like my eye's being stabbed. And I was like, this cannot be right. This cannot be right. Yeah, and then when I, like, took the, why do I have 2 fish on me? That was weird. Not complaining too much, but that was weird. But yeah, and then when I put the other one in, it just, like, and then when I tried to take it out, it was, like, it kind of just, like, felt like it was, like, a little bit, like, stuck. And I was like, oh my god, what if I had left that in for, like, an extended period of time? Or, like, what if, like... Well, because the other mistake a lot of people do is like with the bigger diameter like circle lenses, you're not supposed to leave them in for a long ass time. And people will leave them in for upwards of like 14, 15 hours. And I'm like, oh my god, they're not like normal contacts. They are different. They're like, please take care of your eyes. I'm begging. And I'm not just saying that because my eyes feel like they're gonna like suffer at the littlest thing. It's like, seriously, you get one pair of eyes. I know, and a lot of it too is like with the influence of TikTok on like teenagers and stuff, like there's so many teenagers being like acting like they don't think circle lenses for cosplay is like a big deal, and I'm like, no, they're not for everyone, and it's like okay to not use them. You can still be a cosplayer, or even like J fashions that like a lot of the girls or guys or anybody. It's a lot of time when I see people wearing the circle lenses for J fashion, it's girls. I didn't mean to like discriminate or anything, but like there's a lot of gals who will wear circle lenses for a lot of their makeup looks. And so a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you need circle lenses for gal. And it's like, no, you don't, actually. It can enhance a look, but it's not a requirement. Like, it's the same thing with technically lashes aren't, like, a requirement for gal. But I also, like I feel so naked without lashes, or, like, with my like, mascara that I use for my, like, more gal looks. The only reason I'm not wearing it today is because, like, well, I'm trying to be really careful. For more of my, like, everyday looks, I try not to use, like, things like waterproof mascara or things that have, like, any of, like, the extension, sort of formula. Because it's, like, that shit can get in my eyes and fuck me up. So it's, like, I mostly only use that, like, when I know it needs to last, because the only one that will not flake into my eyes is waterproof, and it's not good for my eyelashes to wear waterproof mascara every day. But I feel like, even, like, now, I feel like my eyes are so naked without, like, 20 coats of mascara. Or, you know, lashes. Lashes is really the easier way to achieve that. But I love wearing lashes for performance, but I don't love wearing them for every day. I do sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, if I have to wear it, and, like, I'm not even gonna be seen for most of the day, like, what's the point, you know? Like, what's the point? I want to put on my mascara and be done with it, but then again, like, I don't know, my, like, preferences for makeup are really weird, and I understand that. They've also changed a lot over the years, because it used to be, like, I would spend, like, an hour, like, doing some sort of, like, elaborate eyeshadow ombre thing, and then I'd stick lashes on and be like, oh yeah, you can't fucking see any of this. And now I have taken the more reasonable approach, where it's like, no, if I'm gonna wear big, thick lashes, it's like you're getting 1 or 2 colors on the eyes. Like, well, there's no reason to do all of this if I'm gonna stick thick-ass lashes over it. So that's what I do. Anyway, this is, like, for stage, mostly. For, everyday, it's like, nah, I'm just gonna slap on what I can. But then it's like, if I don't wear lashes, then I do try to do a little bit more eyeshadow. But it used to be that, like, I had to do, like, every step. And also it's like, for a while it was like, I couldn't cosplay unless I was wearing, like, lashes and stuff like that. And so it's like, yeah, I've definitely settled over the years. Part of it's just not caring, and other parts is like, no, there are priorities here. And, like, I don't need to spend 3 hours doing my cosplay makeup. You know, the makeup, my favorite makeup to do for cosplay, not for fashion, but for cosplay, is my Janelle Skai makeup. And not because I love every part of it. I'm still working on, like, making the prosthetic, because I made a prosthetic last year, and then, it did not, like, the color didn't take. So, I had this, like, prosthetic that was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like, get this glued down, and, like, I finally thinned out the edges so they look nice, etc. And then, yeah, the whole, like, the whole thing was, like, a yellowish, gross color that did not match my skin at all. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Like, I think I'm gonna have to just try a different sort of, like, paint thing. Or maybe I put too much, I don't know. It's like, I might need a different sealer too. I don't know. Prosthetics are so hard. I don't know. I have so much respect for anyone who cosplays, like, Klingons and, like, does that as, like, their main thing. Like, fucking, I could never. But part of it is also, like, the little ridges that I do for Janelle Skai is, like, I mean, she's a homebrew species, so it's like, I can kind of make him however I want. It doesn't really matter, but to me it matters, because I was like, it's kind of like a more, it's a more, like, exaggerated version with a little bit more, like, forehead piece than, like, I kind of compare it a little bit to, like, Ro Laren's look, where she had, like, the little wings that came out of her nose ridge. It's a little bit like that. That's, like, the thing that, like, I envision. So it's like, I did that, and then it was like, but if it doesn't match the skin tone, then it's like really obvious it's just like stuck on there. So it's a learning process, and but it's like you can't do, I guess the one advantage that you'd have with like a Klingon forehead piece is like you could, when you put it on and you put it like down over the eyebrows, you can also use like the wig to blend the top, etc. Like it's a whole piece, so it's like a little bit easier. But with this, it's like, no, your piece has to be able to like just stick on, smooth out, and it has to be long enough that it doesn't pop off your nose, but it has to be thin enough and go down, like, down far enough that, it doesn't look like it's just perched on top there. Like, it has to be able to blend. But it also has to, like, so you don't want too much, but you don't want too little. And it's just like, it's a learning process, and I have to figure out how to color them, because I'm cheap and I use latex. I don't have a silicone kit, etc. I've had so many people be like, well, your problem is you're using latex. I'm like, no, I know so many people who have used latex over the years. Like, yes, it does degrade, but like, for a cosplay, like, why am I going to go and invest into making a silicone piece? Especially because, like, silicone at home is, like, dangerous to work with, low-key. Like, I see people making, like, their own molds, like, then to, like, do their resin. Like, resin, even, is, like, a dangerous little craft. And so many people are like, it's no big deal. It's like, no, like, I have animals in my home. I like them to live and not die. Thank you very much. You know what? Why not? Let's go. Oh, it's only, oh, actually, oh, good. I need to wrap up soon, actually. Oh, he's at the lake again? Interesting. Thought I...
You have been naughty this year.
No, he's an ESD instead. Okay, let me open a present. Are like literally two of us doing Cramperia right now? Oh, there's gotta be more of us than that. Oh, no, there's a few. There's a few more over there. There's a few more over there. I see them. Oh, there's so many elves. Get rid of some of them. There we go. Nice clear fighting field. Okay. Whee! I forgot what I was talking about. I think I went on I think I was going on my prosthetics rant and kind of forgot anything else that I was going to say. Oh well. This is what happens. Okay, where the hell is he going? I'll never know where this guy's gonna end up. I meant to put that down. There we go. Present. I opened the present. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so y'all know my friend Eric, who calls me during my streams because he's a technology boomer and will call me for shit instead of just texting it if it's like long, or just sometimes if he doesn't feel like texting, because again, he's a boomer with technology. He's not quite a boomer in age, but he's a lot older than me, so I could, as a joke, call him boomer, but he's not, so. But anyway, he has this Andorian character, right, who's actually a counselor, but, like, this counselor is kind of unhinged and like, just wild with, like, what her idea of counseling is. Anyway, you will meet this character in my fic I'm going to publish probably next week or the week after, we'll see. Just depends. Because I also have a couple of collabs I am doing that they have due dates that are also next week, so depends on if I end up doing those in that time or not. If I end up getting those done this weekend, or if I post the fic this weekend, we'll see. But, so basically we came up with this, like, thing of, I was like, so the character is also, like, a drag performer. Like, the character is a woman, but is a drag king. So, it, like, it also, it kind of allows, so, like, Eric can actually play the character in person and just be like, oh, this is, like, drag Simosh, you know? But it's a little funny because she does, like, a Santa drag look. I don't want to spoil the fic too much, but that's part of the fic, is, like, there's a little bit of a Santa Claus drag going on. But, damn, we didn't even get him the last time. Oh, there's only 3 of us. That's not bad for 3 people doing Cranberry. Ooh, 6 Targ for earmuffs. Imagine 12 Days of Christmas, but it's Star Trek Online winter collectibles. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of that. Anyway, as I was saying, with this Andorian counselor, there's also an android in it. God, my brain. I'm probably about done for the day. I'm starting to lose my brain because I have not, like, talked a ton in the past week, so now I'm like, I don't know when to quit. But this character has, like, this thing, and so one of the things was, like, through embracing, like, the human traditions, one of them was, like, mistletoe's mentioned in the fic, and I was like, oh, I think it would be kind of funny if, like, Counselor Simosh was putting up this mistletoe, throughout the ship, because last year was Nellie putting up, Janelle putting up the mistletoe. Nellie's the, you know, special name. But it was Skai in, you know, her disguise, putting up the mistletoe the previous year, which was last year's fic. So now that, like, the crew's, like, changed a little bit, it's like, and now she's, like, getting the feels around this time. She's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be extra about the holidays this year, or the holidays. I'm not gonna be extra about the holidays this year, so, in this fic, it's like, she spends the whole thing, and it's not really, like, super festive, but there's, like, festive elements. I went with funny over festive, but I still think the fic gives, like, in the ending, like, there's a nice, like, wholesome holiday vibe, even if the rest of the fic is, moderately wholesome. I think it's funny. I think it's funny, but, you can see for yourself when I post it. But, so Eric said that he thinks his Andorian counselor, would, like, not realize what mistletoe is, and would think it is missile toe, as in missile, like a torpedo or something, a missile, and toes. So you'll have to see what I did with that, but man, that was one of the most cursed things to come out of come out of any of Eric's suggestions. Mistletoe. Now see, if only it was mistletoe. No. Mistletoe. Toes. Like a fucking photon torpedo on a foot. Like... Of course, somebody else I was talking to made it even worse, who said, oh, well, what if it's like, you kick it, and if it doesn't explode, then you have to kiss. I was like, oh my god, no! No. Why'd you have to make it worse? Now it's just gonna encourage Eric! Like, fuck. Your mistletoe's no match for my toe missile, no! No! Yeah, so, stay tuned to find out if, stay tuned and check out, I'll post it in my Discord. I'll also try to remember to post it. Actually, no, I have a writing Tumblr, so I have, if you follow Jazi's Magical Pen on Tumblr, I'll post it on there for sure. But it'll be on AO3, cause, I mean, best fanfic site, am I right? But, no, stay tuned to see if, Janelle Skai actually does get to kiss anyone under the mistletoe this year, or not under the mistletoe, or on the mistletoes, as it were. One of those things will certainly happen. Maybe. You'll just have to read it for yourself and find out. It certainly will be an adventure, and it's also way fucking longer than it needed to be. Because I said, oh, I'm gonna write a cute little 3,000 word fic. No, it's like 7k words. It'll probably be 7.5k by the time I'm done with it, because I need to just write, like, the very ending. Like, everything's done except, like, the very ending. So, yee. But yeah, I hope, in case still shorter than that last. Okay, I read longer fics than that all the time. I just mean, like, if I'm gonna do something, like, festive, like, that's, like, specialized, I feel like I don't want to make it too long, so people might actually read it. Because I feel like when I have OCs with a lot of lore, like, it's too much to digest for most people. Like, even half of my tabletop group doesn't know all of my characters' lore, so... Oh no, not longer. No, not longer than the Loud House fic. Longer than the fic I wrote. I didn't. No, not longer than the Loud House fic. I just meant like. No. I haven't read. I just mean I usually read a lot of longer stuff that's like, you know, like 50k words is like, chill it. I don't care. But yeah. So. There is also a fic that I've been meaning to read for a while. Like, I'm on, like, chapter 3 or 4 is all. There is a fic that is called... What's it called? It's called The Complication. It has over 1 million words. And it's basically an AU if Tasha Yar didn't die. God, it's so interesting. But, like, god damn, that is so many words. And I'm like... I could read, like, so many other things in that, because I also, like, I like reading, I like mixing it up. That's part of why I like fanfic, because it's like, okay, if I don't like a fic, then I can just, like, kind of, like, I don't feel obligated to finish it the way that I do to finish books that I pay for. But, yeah, I mean, I'm still, like, I'm, like, almost finished with reading the Wicked novel that I keep talking about that I've been reading, because I just haven't finished it, because it's like, now it's like to the depressing part, and now I'm like, oh, all the parts that I really like are over. This is very sad. Now there's just, like, death, so, like, yeah, the, spoiler alert, the Wicked novel does not have a happy ending like the musical or the movie or anything else. Yeah, like, that shit is, like, depressing. Ah, no, what did it do? Why? Ugh. Well, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the raid button, and now it's on ads. Well, while it's running, I guess I can check on my phone for who to raid. Where's my stupid Twitch app? Twitch just popped up and was like our app, and the options were love it or hate it, and I just closed it and I didn't say anything, but the temptation to just like hate it, because I hate the way they've changed the homepage. Anyway, no, I left it alone. Here's an idea what happened to the crew of Enterprise C. Do you mean like in relation to if Tasha Yar didn't die? Or... Because I do believe, from what I've heard, the fic addresses that. If you're even hearing this, because there's an ad break, but I don't know who's got ads and who doesn't, so... Always figured some of them were held to be bargaining chips, but escaped and kept themselves out of trouble. Oh yeah, I don't know. I think... Is there maybe like a novel that explores that at all? It's possible. I'm not sure. There's a lot of Star Trek novels, and I have read several of them, but I have not read, like, even most of them, because there's so many. I probably read, like, a few in comparison, but I feel like I've read a lot of Star Trek books. Especially when I was younger and I had time to fucking read a lot more. So... Oh, there's just 4 of us online today. Oh, this little community. Hello, welcome back if you were forced into the ad break. I'm very sorry I accidentally hit the ad thing instead of the raid. I was trying to end the stream, but now I feel obligated to, like, stay on for just a little bit. Anyway, to respond to what's here, continuing what I was saying, basically, plenty of M-class plans where you can plop yourself down and not be involved. Well, yeah, that's the thing is, like, I'm interested in this particular fic where Tasha doesn't die. Like, what is going to happen to, like, that plot at all? Because you don't get Sela. If Tasha Yar doesn't go back in time, you don't get Sela. You don't get, like, so much shit. Like, it's a very, very fascinating timeline because even though, like, I mean, I didn't like Tasha's death. It was so, like, it was so meaningless. Like, you just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill you with the tar monster. Like, you know when, like, at least, like, Jazi and Dax, as much as I hated them killing off her, at least that character got, like, a real death. Like, yeah, like, Tasha got a send-off and everything, but I mean, like, a real death where it's like, okay, there was, like, a little bit of, like, okay, they're at war. These things are happening. Like, yes, Starfleet is dangerous, but it's, like, it's also a TV show. The main characters don't die, usually, unless there's a story reason for it. Which, there is, but there's also, like, not, because, I wonder how Tasha would respond to best of both worlds situation. See, like, there's so much, like, no, I was like, I gotta read this. Like, I feel like I have to read all of it because it literally goes through, like, all 7 seasons and beyond. I'm like, I just, oh my god, I really want to read it, but it's just, like, 1,000,000+ words. Like, and I think there's also, like a side fic, too. Like, there's a branch-off fic, and I'm just like, this is so much. Like, I'm impressed, but this is so fucking much. So, like, yeah, there's just so many, like, fascinating things that could happen. And, like, again, I'm very happy because it also means that the Tasha ship gets to sail, I've heard allegedly in this fic, which may or may not have been the reason that I started reading it in the first place. But yeah, because it's like, you really do feel bad for Data, because like, that's like his, like, that's like a woman that he was so, like, in love with, like, and then she just fucking dies. Like, I get, like, he can, you know, find other people, etc., but it's like, it's just, like, for that to be kind of, like, you know, like, his first love type thing, like, that's so devastating, and, like, sad, and, like, God, like, and it's like, I also wonder, too, like, Measure of a Man still would happen, even with Tasha there, I think, so it's like, what's gonna be her response to that? Like, I don't know. Like, how are they, like, are they gonna start, like, are they gonna be, like, dating, and that's gonna get, like, paraded to the courtroom? Because, like, that's, like, fucking embarrassing, but also, like, I could see them doing that as, like, a valid reason for, like, oh, yeah, like, he, you know, has, like, connections and stuff. Like, he's a person who's just artificial-ish, you know? Like, I feel like the outcome would still be the same, but it just, like, I think the arguments would be different, especially Picard's arguments, for, you know, his, right to self-determination and everything. So, yeah, what a show. What a show Star Trek is. I love it. Okay, I am gonna seriously make that Winter Tribble meme, I think. I think I need to make it really right in front of my Winter Tribble. I don't know where I'll post it. I'll definitely post it to my Discord server. But as far as other places, I don't know. But like, I just feel like we need that so much. But let's see. We shall see. I don't know. Feel free to also just redistribute it as well, because it's fucking funny. Alright, who are we gonna raid? Okay, I might just raid the only one that I really am aware of, because I don't know who these other people are, unfortunately. Kind of is what it is. But anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining me. I hope everyone is having a, safe season so far, and, you know, finding a little bit of joy in your lives, maybe. Yeah, so, I don't know when I'll be streaming next. I will try to stream at least one more time before the end of the year, but I don't know when it's going to be, considering my Fridays are all booked up. But I want to try to find at least one more time to stream Winter Wonderland for funsies and commentary, but God, I'm just so busy. And I don't know if there will be a New Year's stream or not this year. It depends on if I have real life plans or not, which is yet to be determined. Because I rarely have real life plans on New Year's. I mean, I don't want to be, like, out and about, because, like, it's dangerous. Like, if I have plans on New Year's, it's like, I have to, like, go and, like, be somewhere for the night. I don't want to get hit by some drunk driver on my way back, you know? Like, these people are dumbasses, and I live near a road that is, like, one of the deadliest roads in Utah, I swear. So, anyway, thank you again for joining me, and, stick around for this raid. Bye from you!